All right, this is part two of the Hollywood Reporter's top 25 horror movies of the last 25 years. This is also just so happens to be like our date night since we never get to get out of the house. This is my lovely wife, Megs, and I'm Kyle, the creator of the movie Spreadsheet. And Megs is sort of like the guide through the list. So, do you want to catch us up to where we are right now and what we're doing?
Yeah. So we've been going through the top 25 horror movies of the 21st century, which is the last 25 years. And we did 25 through 11. So now we're going to do the top 10 and get reaction. I don't watch horror movies. I don't want to watch a lot of movies in general. So this is all about your movie knowledge and how you're rating them.
Facts, and you're just going to ask questions about the demented things that we watch in these movies. So why don't we just go ahead and kick us right off with number 10 on the list?
All right, this is number 10 from 2018, Hereditary.
Okay, I mean, I would 100% expect this to be in this list. Hereditary is dark, it's scary. A lot of people love this movie. I like this movie. So yes, totally fine with it being in the top 10. Worthy of being in the top 10. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. And I should say we're critiquing the top 10 list, your reactions. I clearly have not seen this movie because
Don't
horror
watch this.
movie. I will say that from the article, the photo they chose is just Toni Collette looking at a guy on fire. So that seems pretty scary. Thoughts on that?
That is not the thing that would stick with you in this movie. It would
really?
be something else that would be debilitating for you to have to like deal with and process.
Okay.
Yeah. I should also say, a quick sidebar here after we've just done number 10 is that I got super bored at work the other day. And I watched our video and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm being too hard on these movies. Maybe there just hasn't been 25 great, the best horror movies in 25 years. And you know what I did?
What did you do?
I went through year by year, starting in 2000, and I was like, what horror movies were released in 2000? And I pulled the ones that I thought were worthy off, and I put it in a Google Note, which I just shared with you. And do you know how many movies are end up on my list?
How many?
107. There are 107 movies that I think legitimately could be considered as like top 25 best horror movies. And obviously I would limit that list. And I think obviously I skipped some of those movies or I missed some of those movies as I was perusing through 25 years of movies. Yeah. But the big thing about it was I'm still really shocked at a lot of the movies that they chose. Now,
yeah, so not as much overlap as you would expect based on what your list and our, what's been in the 25 through 11 so far.
Yes, no overlap, like very little overlap. Yeah. And so Hereditary was one of the movies that I pulled out.
Worthy of the list.
Worthy of being in the top 25.
Yeah.
But just to understand, if there's a movie that's not in this list, I don't think it's worthy of being in the top essentially 100, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't pull it out. All right.
Because you are the arbiter of lists. So obviously your opinion is the best opinion possible.
This is my website. This is my channel.
Okay. Well, I do think you'll agree with number 9. Have seen this movie.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it's from 2013. What do you think? It's The Conjuring.
Yes. Conjuring's terrifying.
Do you want to tell the story about when we watched it together and you told me it was the scariest movie you'd ever seen?
Yeah, I do. I think any person who is in a relationship with somebody that
we got together in 2013 for the record.
Yeah, and this is when you had to pretend to do things that like I like to do. Like you had to watch a horror movie.
Yeah, I don't pretend anymore. I don't watch horror movies.
You're like, I'm not watching horror movies until I sneak in the astronaut and it's not scary.
Not scary.
So there is pressure. Like my sister feels this pressure all the time. Is sometimes her husband will be like, "Let's watch a scary movie," and he hates scary movies. And it's like, what do you do? What do you do? Like you have to choose a movie. So when you're like, let's watch a scary movie.
So give us some background on The Conjuring. Why is this? What is the? Give us the.
It's making my eyes water right now.
the short version of the plot of The Conjuring.
I mean, it's a movie about possession, about essentially like a house that has like bad things going on in it or have had bad things go on in it, and it's about possession. And it's about these people, which are like real people that go and they like conduct these investigations. Elizabeth and Earl Warren. I believe Earl Warren might not be the correct name, but I know Elizabeth Warren is.
The characters?
Yep.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
I mean, I was in the ballpark, right? But anyways, I got the Warren right. So they go, and this movie just sets up like insanely well. They're playing this game of hide and seek in the house, but they play hide and seek like with your eyes closed, and so you have to close your eyes and like you have to like yell, clap, or whatever they yell, and then it's like clap, clap, and you're like, oh my god, something horrible is gonna happen, right? Anyways, the mom ends up in the basement, and she can't get out, and she's like knocking on the door, and she's like screaming, and then all of a sudden you see these two like just disgustingly pale, evil hands clap, clap behind her, and then her candle goes out, and you're like, so anyways, as I'm describing this to you, I'm watching this, I'm like horrified. I'm a person who believes like, if it's really scary, then you obviously shrink you're looking through just a tiny opening in the blanket.
Yeah,
No,
clearly.
you're like full blown, like laughing.
Okay, but that goes. Yes, I was laughing because you described it as like the scariest movie you've ever seen, and I feel like so much about movies is expectation. When someone's like, "This is the best movie I've ever seen," or if you have low expectations,
I sinners you.
Yeah, Sinners, low expectations and Sinners. I think it's gonna be great. I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but you were like, "This is the scariest thing ever," and I was like, "I don't know." It was just very over the top, in my opinion. If I had gone in not knowing anything about it, I probably would have thought it was really scary.
See, that's what I tried to do with The Astronaut. I was like, let's watch The Astronaut. It's just a sci-fi drama.
Yeah.
It's clearly horror
Tried
in
to
the
trick
title.
me, and then I fell asleep, and it was not scary at all.
Not scary as all. So bad.
All right, well, let's move on. I think we talked about The Conjuring enough.
I like The Conjuring. I also think The Conjuring Last Rites is the best horror movie of 2025 besides The Monkey.
God, you're obsessed with The Monkey.
I love The Monkey.
Conjuring Last Rites. Well, that's interesting because you, on your spreadsheet, you give The Conjuring Last Rites a 6.5 overall. Mm-hmm. Entertainment, 7.5. Achievement of goal, 8. So I guess you did think it was scary because achievement of goal, horror movie, it's scary.
What I give the length and what I give the end?
You gave ending a 3 and length 3.
There you go.
So it's probably too long.
So it's too long, right? Yeah. So movies that are too long are typically going to lose for length being too long or for pacing. Also, I also factor in like pacing and the length, but also like if you're too long, then it's also probably going to affect your entertainment score. That's why length is only 5% of the overall score and entertainment is 50%. So the beginning of Conjuring Last Rites was like, yes, we're back. Like the notes I literally took on my phone as I was watching, I was like, Conjuring is freaking back. Here we go. Because they had a bunch of crappy ones in between.
Pumped up with those notes.
I mean, it's the highest grossing horror franchise of all time.
Oh, okay.
There's like a bunch of movies.
What about those Freddy movies, the Halloween movies?
Well, and just think about it in terms of like the amount of people that are now able to access
Is Freddy
movies.
Krueger Halloween? Should I know this?
Freddy Krueger is Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Sorry,
And
I'm
Halloween
mixing
is
I was like,
Michael Myers.
I think I'm mixing these two horror.
It's okay. Well, at least you knew they were horror. It's Freddy Krueger guy. Sounds pretty scary.
Okay, the next one. I want to move on to the next one, number 8, because I know you're going to be pumped for this one.
I'm really excited.
2006.
Wait. Can I wait?
It's on your spreadsheet. It's on your spreadsheet.
I'm gonna scroll down with this 2006.
You give it an 8.55 overall, entertainment 9, achievement of goal 9, ending 7, length 8.
So I wrote down 3 movies on my notable list from 2006.
Which one do you think it is?
I don't think it's any of them.
Oh,
I
interesting.
wrote down Lady in the Water, The Hills Have Eyes, which is like super dark and like just crazy, and then I wrote down The Host.
Nope, it's not any of those.
Okay, so I'm gonna lean toward the idea of maybe this is not a horror movie.
Can I tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth.
It's not a horror movie.
Oh, why not?
I just don't consider this a horror movie at all. This is a great movie. I love it. I could tell you stories about this one for days.
Okay.
I saw this one in the Warner Theater, Morgantown, West Virginia. I saw this 3 times in the theater.
Do you think it's more like sci-fi?
I do. I think it's more sci-fi fantasy than I do horror.
Okay. What's the difference for us uneducated folks?
I mean, I think it's just the way that you look at the movie.
Yeah.
Like I've actually showed this movie in my history through film class, like to talk about the time during it's about the Spanish Civil War. It's like right about the time of, again, like in that between world wars or right after world wars, And I mean, it's really good. It's Guillermo del Toro. I think it's one of his first movies. There's a scene where a guy's face gets cut with a knife, and it cuts like right here, and it cuts like
Oh
all
my
the way over,
gosh.
and it is the way they do it. It's like a practical.
That
It's a
sounds
practical effect.
horrific.
It's
Horror
incredible.
to me.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm great
I
with
mean,
it
this
being
is
here.
like arguably one of your favorite movies that you love to mention. Would you say?
Pan's Labyrinth is one of the first foreign movies that I watched that I was like, I need to watch more foreign movies.
Is that one of those movies that are like, I know film, Pan's Labyrinth, or do you think it's generally like a good movie?
I think it used to be like that. That's a good question. I think it used to be one of those like niche movies that you would just drop to be like, oh yeah, have you seen blah blah blah? Oh yeah, my favorite movie's Donnie Darko. And it's like, okay, I got you. I've seen Donnie Darko too. We don't need to be all deep about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's a good movie though. Have you seen Pan's Labyrinth?
No.
I mean, it's, I mean,
I've
it's,
seen
I
so
mean,
few movies.
it's a fairy tale about like this little girl and her mom
I
marries
don't
this
know.
like
These still
this
shots
general.
on this list do not make me want to see any of these movies.
It's the creature. It's the creature with the hands for the
Yes.
eyes. It's like this.
It's yes, it's
Yeah.
very creepy.
But that's only like a part of it.
I do love fantasy dystopian things, sci-fi.
This one, I don't know. I probably want to if I have limited opportunities to have you like watch movies, which I do. But we should also jump into the idea of like we're starting a new thing, which is once a week, like we're gonna watch a movie that I pick or that you, the viewer, thinks that
Yeah.
Meg should have in your
My repertoire.
I was gonna say repertoire too. I was like, I don't know if that works. So
Yeah.
Pan's
I watch
Labyrinth.
more movies.
I'm pumped. I mean, that's great. I mean, if you interpret that as being a horror movie, that's great. It can be in the list. I didn't, so I
Yeah.
don't have it in there, but I'm happy with it. I love it, and I love the Warner Theater in Morgantown, West Virginia, on High Street. I love the Carvel that it's attached to, and I'm pain that I can no longer have ice cream because I'm lactose intolerant, which sucks. All right, go.
All right. Veering into
TMI.
TMI territory. All right, number 7 from 2016.
Wait, I guess it.
Sure.
Let's play it.
2016.
Okay, 2016. I have 3 movies on here. I think I know.
Okay.
I think of these 3. I know which one it is.
Okay.
I bet it's Train to Busan.
Oh my gosh.
Boom, boom.
I did not predict you would get that.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a really
Yeah, what's
good.
what's it about?
I mean, it's about zombies. It's a zombie outbreak. It's a really good. It's a really
find
good zombie movie.
things. So when you're talking about subgenres of horror, zombies are really scary.
Oh, are they? But fast zombies, not slow zombies.
I mean, zombies in general.
What's your favorite? What's
The
your
Walking
favorite
Dead?
zombie? Yeah, you watched The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, super scary.
What's your favorite zombie movie?
I mean, it has to be 28 Days Later.
Okay.
But anyway, let's not talk about that because maybe we'll discuss it in a bit.
Okay. Don't know what's coming.
Yeah, but what are these zombies in this movie? I'm Train to Busan.
I don't remember. I just remember really liking it. Like, wow, this is a really good. I mean, again, another
Probably just the classic
foreign
zombie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a foreign movie. It came out because zombies were super popular. We had 2013, we had World War Z, we had we had 28 Days Later, 28 weeks later, right?
Yeah.
So we had all those movies like, and 28 weeks later was like 2000 and I don't know, like 6 or something.
Not too
7,
long.
2007.
Okay.
So not too long ago, probably getting hung up on the wrong thing. But Train to Busan was really cool, and I really enjoyed it. And somebody in the comments was like, "Is this better than Train to Busan?" And I was like, "No. Like, Train to Busan is better than the zombies in World War Z, I think."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I like World War Z.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact:
Is that a horror movie?
I read the book.
Oh, wow. One of the 3 you've actually read.
No big deal.
Is World War Z considered horror, you think?
Yeah. I mean, I pulled World War Z out of the list because I mean, zombies are horror.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is a good segue because number 6 from 2002 is...
I mean, I legitimately have 5 movies for 2000.
We were literally just talking about it.
I know it's 20 days later, but I wanted to highlight the fact that I
Okay.
have 5 movies, and I'm holding out for one of these movies.
Okay. What are your other ones from 2002?
Should we talk about 28 years later first, and then we can go 28 days later first, or should we do You tell me. You're in charge.
No, what are your other ones from 2002? This is
So-
early in the century. So.
Right. So Cabin Fever was crazy to watch. It was like I was like, whoa, this is nuts. So insane. We have The Ring.
Oh my gosh, The
Right?
Ring. Yes.
The Ring was
Yes.
terrifying.
Terrifying.
We have The Mothman Prophecies, which is one of the first movies that really, really made me be afraid, like when the movie was over. Like I remember driving home from a friend's house and being like, you know, and you're in like Washington State and there's like woods everywhere. And you're like, am I going to die? Am I going to die? Walking to my car and then you're like running to your car.
Yeah.
I'm just joking, but like, then I have Signs, which is like one of my favorite movies
Yeah.
like ever. It's the highest rated movie on my spreadsheet.
It is?
M9. I mean,
M9.
it's 10. So like,
Yeah.
I have a bunch of 10s
Yeah.
because I think you can have 10s on the spreadsheet. Anyways, 20 years later.
28 days later.
Sorry, 28 days later. I keep saying years. Okay, you saw it. Give me your
I
take
saw
on
this
it.
in the theaters, and so we were talking about expectations earlier. I went to go see it. I remember when I went with my mom and my sister. I went to go see this movie. I didn't really know what it was about, and all of a sudden, it's a zombie movie, and the zombies are fast. And the first time you see the fast zombies, you're like, "Oh my gosh, this is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen," because we'd never seen fast zombies before. And I just remember the whole time in the theater being like, "This is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Like, why am I in this movie? What? Like, why did I agree to go to this movie? This is so scary." So it's definitely, I think, deserving of the list for me. I mean, I know I've seen like 2 movies on this list, but it was, and I just think it was one of those, I find jump scare movies particularly scary too. It was definitely one of those jump scare movies.
When the zombies like burst through a door, burst through a window.
Yes. So, yeah. And, you know, Cillian Murphy, that was our introduction to him, and he's amazing. So I thought it was really well done. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was revolutionary. It was groundbreaking.
Yeah.
It was like just the thought of let's take something that is already scary because it just kind of like overwhelms you and it just catches you like
Yeah.
when you're not expecting a zombie, and let's just make it fast. It's just like the most devastating plot twist ever. Like fast zombies. Like I don't think there's anything I would rather face less than fast zombies.
Yeah.
And like so much like World War Z does fast zombies. But for me, and that's awesome. I still prefer my zombies to be slow.
Yeah. These
No,
are Walking
even-
Dead zombies.
Well, even in terms of like watching movies, so like it's funny because I really like 28 Years Later, but there was another movie in like 2004 called Dawn of the Dead, and I like Dawn of the Dead more than 28 Years Later because they're like hauled up in a mall, and it's not a better movie. I just enjoy it more to watch, if that makes any kind of sense at all.
Yeah.
Like Ving Rhames is in it. The dad from Modern Family is in it.
The dead. Oh,
Phil,
Phil. Yeah.
So
Well, it's interesting because 28 Years Later is on your spreadsheet, but you only get a 4.3 overall, 7 for entertainment, 3 for achievement of goal, 3 ending, 9 length.
Okay.
So I think you didn't think it was that scary.
that's 28 Years Later.
Yes.
Yeah, I hated 28 Years Later.
Oh, from 2025. So 28
Yes.
weeks.
28 weeks was the second
it.
one. I haven't seen that one in some time. I know I didn't like it as much as the first one.
Yeah.
But yeah, 28 Years Later wasn't scary because you've already done your plot twist. You've already made the zombies fast. You've already kind of told your story, and
Yeah.
now we're trying to tell a different story. And it's a stupid. I think the story is stupid.
Yeah.
Not
Got it.
to be too blunt about it. But 28 Days Later, worthy of being on this list in this spot. It's a really good movie, and you've seen it.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the movies that you've now seen, you've seen 2 in the top 10.
Yeah. That's probably going to be it, but we'll see.
I mean, you've seen the list.
From 2006 is number 5. So we're on number 5, 2006.
Wait, can I get my list?
Yeah. Let's look at your list.
I've got the same 3 movies. I got Lady in the Wall. I know it's gonna be The Host.
Oh my gosh. Okay. He has not seen this list. It is The Host.
You know why? Because
it's the Parasite director.
It's Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho,
It's
yeah.
one of those. This is one of those movies that you're like, yeah, you've seen Parasite, but have you seen The Host? And so it's just one of those deep movies. Now The Host is good. The Host is cool. It's about like this like monster, and it's just I don't know if I would have it this high on the spreadsheet.
What are your other 2006 movies?
We've already talked. It's Lady in the Water, which
Oh, okay.
nobody's gonna agree with. And it's
Yeah.
probably not even horror. And then The Hills Have Eyes, which is just like that one should definitely not be in the top 25, but it's just like it's really intense to watch.
Yeah.
So you're like, wow, this is really intense. This is worthy of like. Again, remember I talked about last time, like if I can think about a movie now and be like, oof, then it had some sort of a lasting impact. It's worthy of being in this top 107. So
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's go on to number 4 from 2014.
yeah,
Do you have a guess?
2014.
Yeah. What do you have from 2014?
Because I got. Oh my god! If it's this one, I think. Okay, I think I know what it's gonna be.
What is it going to be?
We've already done It Follows from 2014. It's gonna be The Babadook.
It is The Babadook.
Is that on my spreadsheet?
It's not on your spreadsheet.
I mean, top. I mean, come on, like top.
Why is it
Top
so?
five,
Give us
top
like a quick synopsis.
I don't think you even can. Like I watched it and I'd be like, okay, The Babadook. Like it's about a mom and like her kid, and the mom is just like, it's like Australian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, reading the description doesn't give a lot away.
It doesn't. This movie doesn't really stand out a whole lot to me, besides the fact of the name being The Babadook.
What are your other movies from this year? Have we talked about any others?
Yeah, I mean, I could give you. Well, It Follows has already been in there.
Yeah.
Right, but I think there's 2 other movies that you could have in there. Now, Tusk, which is the most outrageous movie ever. It's about a guy who like gets captured by this guy and he wants to try to turn him into like a walrus, right?
Mm.
It's weird, but it's like different weird, which I think is like worthy of like, noting. The other one is As Above, So Below. And that's about people that go like in the catacombs and like stuff goes on in the catacombs and you're like, yikes. Now, that was number 4.
That was number 4.
Not worthy. Let
Not
me make sure I
worthy.
say that. Not worthy. Simply because, actually, it's not even worthy of the top 25. Get out of the top 25, Babadook.
Get out 25.
Because we have too many movies.
Yeah.
There's too many movies that haven't been covered that now I legitimately know all these great movies aren't going to be in here. To have a movie like The Babadook be in there, no.
The Babadook. All right, well, let's go to number 3 from 2008.
Let me
I'm
check.
not sure
Let me
if
check my
you've
notes on
seen
this.
this one, but I don't know. I've said that before, and you've always seen them.
I know what it is.
What is
I
it?
already know what it is, and I'm glad this is the one they went with instead of the other one. It's going to be Let the Right One In, Swedish movie.
Like, you really know your horror because I'm like, I have never heard of this one before. Why do you know it's this one?
Because this one had to be in there, and I can definitely see where the list is going. Like this movie, This movie isn't scary. It's a really good movie. It's about like vampires. It's about like essentially like a girl vampire.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I mean, Sweden was making some really good movies at this time. This is like, and then what we did is
have we talked about a vampire movie yet?
Yeah, we talked about like the Iranian one, and we talked about was it Nosferatu in this as well?
Yes, it was.
I mean, it's just like it's so weird for me to have a list like you have Nosferatu, and then you have Let the Right One In be in the exact same list. It's kind of crazy. Really cool movie, not super scary to me, but I just really enjoyed this movie. And again, like when you're watching, what I find with some of these foreign movies is when you're watching a movie that's foreign, that really you have no like at this time when I watched this movie, I had no expectations for this movie at all. And then you watch it and you're like, what? This is an awesome movie.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like you get that same level of discovery that you get today. Like movies have so much hype that it's hard to really stumble upon a really good movie that you're just like, dude, nobody's talking about this movie, and Let the Right Woman In is awesome. And then they remade it.
They did.
They remade it, just like they remade all the Girl with the Dragon Tattoos. And you're like, why did you do that? It didn't need to be remade. Just like they redid Old Boy. Those movies didn't need to be remade. They were great as they were.
Yeah.
Like just leave it. So I'm gonna go worthy here.
Okay.
I really like this movie. It's just not that scary. Okay. But good movie. That was number 3?
That's number 3. We're at number 2 from 2017. Can you guess this one?
I mean, it's got to be it.
It's not.
Okay, so I only have 4 movies from 2017. I don't think it's going to be any of these 4 movies.
Probably not.
Okay, so I don't think it's going to be The Ritual. I don't think it's going to be Life. And
We've
it's not
talked
gonna
about a
be,
movie from this director already
It's not going to be.
previously.
It's not going to be it. Okay, so that means this movie is not a horror movie. I'm pretty pumped about this one. Go ahead.
I think it is a horror movie. Get Out.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it is a horror movie. I didn't add it to my list. So it's not like, look, this is a movie. I have to set the stage for this movie because people are going to think like I'm a huge hater, which like maybe I am. So what? This movie, I was teaching high school, government, and kids had gone and seen this movie, and they were like, "This is the scariest movie ever made. You have to see it. You have to go see it. It's the scariest movie ever. Scariest movie. Scariest movie. Scariest." All I heard was the scariest movie, and you know what? It's not scary.
But not like traditionally scary. But like psychologically, right?
I don't find it psychologically scary. I'm not scared at all.
Yeah.
I find psychologically like scary movies to be scary. Like the Mothman Prophecies to me is like psychologically scary, and it stayed with me forever. This movie's just not scary to me.
Yeah.
Like Us, I think Us is. I mean, I referenced Us earlier in Get Out. So we have 2 Jordan Peele movies in the top 25, one in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
What were your other ones from 2017, or your top one from 2017 that you called out that we haven't talked about yet?
I mean, Life is an awesome alien movie. Like they're in space, they discover something, and then they're like, oh yeah, look at our discovery, and it's like, why are you bringing this back to Earth?
Yeah.
So like that's the whole plot is like they discover something on their way back to Earth, and you're like, yikes. Are you kidding me? It was terrifying.
Mm.
It was so scary. And then you get to, I think, one of like the biggest sleeper scary movies of the last 10 years, The Ritual. Now the end wasn't as good once everything is revealed, but like, dude, like it's about dudes that are going on like a walking retreat through the woods, like in somewhere like in Europe, and there's where they're staying, and you can either go and somebody sprains their ankle and you're like, okay, well, we can't go that path, so maybe we should cut through the woods. And you're like, why would you cut through the woods? Don't cut through the woods.
Yeah.
They cut through the woods, and then stuff happens.
It's not smart.
Oh,
Don't do
it's
that.
scary.
Don't do that.
It's scary. It's really scary. But
Right.
again, I think we're coming to the idea of best versus scariest.
Yeah, and your definition is horror needs to be scary. So
What would your definition of horror be?
yeah,
Like, why don't
horror
you
be
like?
scary?
Like, let me ask you this question: Why
Because
don't
I don't
you
like being super scared.
Yeah, there it is. So
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, I think this list is like a combination of ones that are scary, but also just like what do we think are like the best movies labeled as horror? With some random ones thrown in there.
I mean, like I'm so like I feel like I could put these 107 movies that I chose. I could put them onto a giant reel or put it into AI whatever and be like, choose 25 of these movies at random, and that list is going to be better than this list. I feel that confident in it because now we still don't have Insidious. We don't have Signs. We don't have any of these great horror movies. Like we don't have so much stuff.
Yeah. That's the problem with lists. All right, well, now
Quiet
let's get
Place
to
Part
the
2.
The what?
Quiet Place
Oh, the
Part
Quiet
2.
Place Part 2. All right, well, now we're at number 1 from 2013.
Barbarian.
Any idea?
I'm annoyed. I'm super annoyed now. Number 1 from 2013.
Yeah. Any idea what that would be?
In 2013?
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything from 2013?
I've got 6 movies. None of these are going to be like snooty enough and like deep enough to be number 1. I'm super annoyed at this point in this list. I just want to slink down in my chair, go actually watch an actual horror movie. It's not going to be Dark Skies. Devil's Pass is awesome. Evil Dead. I don't think this list is going to go Evil Dead. The Conjuring we've already done. This is the End, which is like funny, but that's not going to be on here because it's too edgy. And then World War Z. They could go World War Z. Okay, so it's going to be something that I don't recognize as being a top 107 scary movie.
Yeah.
Do you think, would you say this is traditionally considered to be a horror movie?
I mean, I haven't heard of it.
Wait, before we do this, I want to bring up another movie. Have you ever seen The Descent?
No.
The Descent might be the scariest movie of the last 25 years.
Okay. Why?
It's about these girls that are going spelunking.
Ooh,
And
terrifying.
guess what's in the cave?
Something not good. Spelunking is already
Right,
caves
you've
are
taken
already
something
caves are already scary.
You're thinking something inherently scarier, and then you made it scarier.
Yeah.
It's the fast zombies of the spelunking world. Okay. All right, go. Give me number one, and I'll tell you why it doesn't deserve to be on this list.
Okay, well, what is in the cave? You have to tell me now. Some monsters.
Creature.
Oh,
And the ending is like
yeah.
such a classic ending. You know, sometimes with these movies that I have such good memories of or such fond memories of, I won't rewatch them because I don't want to like. All I can do is just like keep that level there. And I don't want to taint that level by watching it and being like, oh man, actually it was here and I totally misremembered it.
Yeah.
But I need to rewatch that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I guarantee you, I'm not going to rewatch this one, whatever this number one is.
Okay, well, let's just get to it. Stars Scarlett Johansson. And
Is it like Under the Skin?
it is Under the Skin.
Get out of here.
Why?
This is
So
stupid.
tell us what it
This is the
is,
stupidest list
and-
ever. I'm so annoyed by this list. I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay, what is it about and why do you
It's about
disagree?
an alien, and it's like she's like, that's so dumb. I'm annoyed by this list. Number one?
Number one. Yeah.
Does it give like a justification as to why this is number one? It's probably
Most
like
original and enigmatic horror movie of the new century. Also among the most polarizing.
because of how bad it is.
So Scarlett Johansson is a extraterrestrial female in Scotland, preying on lone men. It's kind of interesting. Still not that good.
That's not that good. No, it's
All right,
dumb.
so let's talk about what. So we've already talked about a bunch that you think are missing. Also, when did the Final Destinations come out? Because those,
It's on my list. Final Destination is on my
like,
list.
I feel like no one. You
Okay.
can't drive behind a semi truck without thinking of that movie.
I'm like, logs behind a semi truck. I'm getting over. You know why? Final Destination.
Yes, it's like burned into my brain. I don't even watch these movies, so that was kind of surprising. And they've had like what, 1 million of them too.
They had a lot of them, and I just watched the new one that they had, and I was like, okay, Final Destination. Getting back to it, it was really
It's
good.
really like, and this list is like maybe The Quiet Place and The Conjuring were the only like franchise ones that they really called out.
But A Quiet Place 1 gets it. A Quiet Place 2
Or I guess
doesn't.
28 Days Later too. That's part of a horror series.
This list was just really scare light, and I think a little pretentious, and I think a little safe. I think this is a list where you're like, you're trying to give everybody like a little bit of a nod, like, okay, there's a movie for there, there's a movie for that, for this, there's a movie for this, but like in the end, this list is a total joke for me. Yeah, and I love horror movies, obviously. Like I watch them all. This one is just not.
You did a really good job guessing a lot of them.
I mean, okay, so should I talk about some of the notable misses from each of the years? I think this is a.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so 2000 is interesting because 2000 you have American Psycho, which I don't know if you consider that horror. You have Final Destination,
Yeah.
and you have What Lies Beneath.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What Lies Beneath is super scary. But also Final Destination, I feel like just was the start of something that just changed. I don't know. You know, it's just like it had a big impact in terms of people remembering it, like being really scary, something that could be realistic. Again, the logs on the semi truck. We'll never drive behind one of those.
I mean,
ever again.
there's so many moments in that movie.
Yeah.
Like there's things that occur. Like whenever I rip off a luggage tag for my bags, I'm like, the mom ripped off the luggage tags, and that guy went through the whole horrific ordeal on Final Destination. So maybe I shouldn't rip off my bag tags.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like that
Yeah.
movie's not a top 25 horror movie.
Yeah.
It's something that nobody else had done before.
All right. So let's go through the rest of the years.
Okay, so 2001, I have From Hell, which is the Johnny Depp one. Jeepers Creepers, which is like really good, and somebody actually referenced in like one of my shorts about being like a really underappreciated horror movie. And I totally agree. You have The Others, which made the list, and I think a really underappreciated movie that I would say if you're looking for a movie that you want something like, wow, that was really good. Frailty. Frailty is an early Matthew McConaughey movie
Oh, okay.
about like a killer that like has like a power, and you're like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
2002, 28 Days Later, Cabin Fever, Signs, The Mothman Prophecies, The Ring,
I know.
The Grudge.
I feel like the fact that The Ring is not on here, like that is also a movie I saw. Terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah, The Ring was really scary.
Really scary.
It's like sharp dark. It's all dark.
Yeah.
2003, Darkness Falls, Dreamcatcher, Another Final Destination, House of a Thousand Corpses, Identity, which is great, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new one, Wrong Turn. 2004, Dawn of the Dead, The Village, The Grudge, Hellboy, Saw. Saw didn't make this list.
How did Saw not make this
Dude,
list?
when I was in the theaters, dude, true story. I went to the theater to
I
see
don't think I
Saw.
ever saw, but I just like the concept of Saw was so terrifying that I was like, I will never see these movies.
I was the most afraid I've ever been seeing Saw because my sister was just visiting down we were both home for college, 2004. We were in Florida. We were at a theater. She's like, hey, let's go see this movie. I heard it was really scary. We get in there and she's like, yeah, dude, I heard like people are passing out in the theater. Ambulances are coming to get them. Paramedics are showing up. And I'm like, what am I about to watch? This is nuts. But like no Saw makes this list. That might be one of the most iconic movies of the last 25 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if I want to go through everything, but let me just do one more year because I think this next year, 2005, is a really good year too. You have the Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds, right? You have The Village, another M. Night movie. You have The Grudge. Oh, sorry, not so well. Amityville Horror. You have Constantine, which is Keanu Reeves
Yeah.
fighting demons. I love that movie. You have The Descent, and then you have a movie that is burned itself into my brain that I will not stay at one of these locations because of the movie.
What is that?
Hostel.
Oh.
Hostel.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've just given you, I mean, I probably could just give you a list of 25 movies in that first 5 years. It's better.
Yeah.
And I'll say, like, as we move through time, the movies are more, you have, the reason why you need the movie spreadsheet and why you need me is because I'm going to watch all your horror movies for you. And there are so many more horror movies to choose from than there has ever been.
Yeah. And
there's so much crap out there. So I think if you took the movies from like 2003, there's so many good movies there in 2002. Well, they only released like 20 horror movies that year. So 5 of them are great.
Yeah.
But now they're releasing 40 horror movies a year and like 2 are great.
Yeah.
The others are presents or not horror movies at all or not scary.
Or they're The Conjuring. Not scary.
Whoa. Okay. Those are some fighting words.
All right. Well, that's the end of the list. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Well, we should introduce what the next video is going to be. So the next video, so we started this list. I found this article. What I do is I find an article, like top 25, whatever. I love top 25s and I love like just talking about movies. So I sent it to Megs. I was like, here you go. Here's a top 25 list. I don't open it. Here's a top 25 list. Go ahead and like prepare to host a session on this. And so we chose to do the 25 best horror movies of the 21st century. The next list is the scariest movies of the 21st century, backed by, I believe, science. Yep. So we have another list that we're going to come out next week. We're going to stay February, or March, whatever month it'll be. We're going to stay in the genre that is horror for one more segment, and then I'm going to actually let you choose the list and segment. Maybe it'll be like rom-coms or something that like you've seen, British crime, British war movies, whatever you so choose. But
psychological thrillers
right up your alley.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do. So thanks for checking out the movie spreadsheet with Megs presenting the 25 best horror movies of the 21st century.
All right. See you next time.